whereas the narrative text is more wider. The narrative text it's include myth, legends, novel. It could be in the narrative because narrative something is like fiction. Also, narrative is wider than the recon text. Whereas the recon text is only talk about experience, your experience especially, or something even in the past you remember in order. So that's why the recon text have to order chronologically, because you have to remember so much what your event in the past. When we want to make a narrative text, we don't have to remember what in the past, because narrative is something that wider. Narrative is fiction. Narrative is whatever we read is like a narrative, because narrative has sometimes narrative has no historical record, right? But recon text is more actual, more factual, and more reality, in more realistic. Recon text is something we should remember about the event of our past. Get my point?
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for the explanation.
Very well. You're welcome. Very well, my student. If there is no questions, move to the next. There is text. I have a text for you to write down the memorable moment of your experience or your memorable event in the past. You should write at least one paragraph, or three, or whatever you can make in 20 minutes. So the recon text, you have followed the outline like this: orientation, event, and reorientation. And don't forget to use the language features I give to you. And that's it. You can write down your story from now on. I will give you 20 minutes. And don't forget to send to my WhatsApp on time. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. I get your screen.
Alright, this my beautiful village. This is from Annazul, right? This is from Annazul. Annazul.
Yes, sir.
This is from you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, before I review, can you tell me what your story is briefly? What's all your paragraph is talking about? Anna?
Yes, sir. Itu tentang apa ya, sir? Tentang pengalaman yang berkesan. Tentang village di Banyumas.
Alright, well, you're doing very well in 3 paragraphs. This is very so long, and I know this is tough, and let's review. Give me a moment to review silently. What we call the first sentence, Anna? What we call this? The first sentence, what we call the previous lesson, what we call when we introduce the first paragraph, what we call this?
Orientation.
Very well. Very well. Your grammatical is very good. This is a very perfect paragraph. I think this is ordered perfectly, and but I noticed some mistake here. We should not use this words, but we has to delete it, but which located in Central Java, because it's also right, but this is a perfectly balanced when we delete the words for the verb. What's your favorite place in Banyumas, Anna?
The favorite place in Perto, maybe.
How long you spend your holiday in your village?
At least five days.
Did you really enjoy it to get there? When you got there, did you really enjoy it?
That is very enjoy.
This is some mistake you made. This is for. Did you know for is for the conjunction, right? The conjunction should not be placed in the first of the sentence. This you should to delete it, and only the, not for. All right. This is some mistake.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And again, so is also what so? Do you know? So is has a function for.
They are coordinating conjunction, sir.
Very well. So
And we can use them in di awal kalimat.
yeah.
Kita tidak boleh menggunakannya.
Very well, Agustina. We should delete it. It's just I look the last photo to bring it home. And I suggest you, Anna, for your next writing, don't use the interjection. Do you know what the interjection is, Anna? Anna, are you still there?
Aye, sir.
Where is Anna? Is she still there? Anna, are you still there? She's gone. Well, Agustina, move to you. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Although this is not your writing, but I believe you that you know a little about the grammatical, right? Do you think that these words, yaps, is appropriate to use in academic form?
I think no, sir.
No, very well.
Informal.
Yeah, that's right. Because this is, we call it interjection. Did you know what is interjection? Interjection is the word that not in a dictionary. So this is actually this interjection is often used in a speaking practice. The word yaps here is usually in speaking practice, not in a writing form. Agustina, can you suggest me what should we replace yaps with?
I don't have any idea, sir.
You don't have any idea? This is a very easy, I think. This is not necessary, so we have to delete it, and only that was the hardest part. You can edit it at home as your remedial, right? For the rest students, thank you for submitting to my WhatsApp group. I will check it later because our time is run out. For that, I will tell you what is your score next week in the next meeting. Once again, thank you very much for submitting your text, your recon text to me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for participating this class today, and stay healthy and see you to the next weeks. Thank you very much for your attendance.
Thank you.